Aquarius. I've been sitting with your energy for almost a full 24 hours. It's been challenging for me to navigate the energies that are unfolding within you and around you. But clarity is emerging, and that's definitely a message for you as well. Something may feel like it's taking longer than you want it to, or longer than it should, but clarity is coming. And in retrospect, you'll be able to see how this kind of hazy energy that you're moving through right now is actually supporting your awakening and the clarity that you will find. All right, let's go into your oracle cards. The first card that came forward was the Secret. I really feel like this seahorse energy is you. You're seeking something. You're looking for something, clarity, an answer, direction, an opening, but you're not finding it. And you've been searching for this thing for long enough that you're starting to feel weighed down by it. The energy coming through here is a little bit listless or apathetic, or at the very least heavy. You're not giving up. You're still searching. You're still trying to find this new path or this answer, but the search is weighing on you. You didn't think that it would be this hard or take this long. You're navigating really murky waters. The fact that this is a seahorse and we're in the ocean in this image, to me that speaks to emotions, heavy emotions. Maybe what you're trying to navigate is your own emotional body in a way. You're trying to find emotional clarity about a situation. But things are shadowy, things are vague and not fully formed. Okay. Now, I think there's multiple reasons for this, but Spirit is pointing to one in particular. The reason why things may feel emotionally vague or heavy right now is because of this: grief. And I'm going to jump ahead to the bottom of the deck here. You've got Necropolis. So with Necropolis at the bottom of the deck and grief in the dead center of everything, I feel like this is Spirit highlighting your axis of power at this time. This is the thing Spirit wants you to focus on and transmute. Something in your life ended not too long ago. Could be a matter of days or weeks or maybe a whole year, I don't know. But there's something in your life that ended, and yet you're still carrying it. Physically, it's over. Spirit is saying the door is shut. The door is shut. But energetically or emotionally, you're still carrying this dead weight. Maybe you haven't fully processed what happened. Or maybe some part of you is scared that you're not going to, or you're never going to, is what I was going to say. You're never going to find that clarity you're seeking, that new path, a better path, a higher path. And so out of fear, you're maybe clinging to the old just in case you need to revitalize it at some point. But Spirit is saying it's not possible. It's not possible to do that. You cannot revive what has passed. You're meant for a new path. And what Spirit really wants for you more than anything is for you to give yourself permission to have a truly clean slate. So process what happened, assimilate and integrate the lessons learned, and use that wisdom to inform your life going forward, but do not carry the old. It ended for a reason, right? Be informed by it, but don't carry it or try to bring it back to life or find it again in this new path. The final card that came forward for you is Awakening. And I feel like this, I just said craven, crow or raven is your higher self. Your higher self can see the bigger picture. Your higher self knows this murky energy is for your awakening. When you feel powerless to the external, you're kind of forced to turn within. And that's how we awaken, right? Your path is you. Your path is you. And ultimately, I think that's what you're awakening to. Your path is not something you find outside of you. And no external manifestation really has power over you. You are the thing. You are the magic. Your embodiment is your power. It's nothing outside of you, right? So in that sense, you are your path. And the more you give yourself permission to just be who you really are, the more clear your path becomes. Let's go into tarot. I am using the Mind's Eye Tarot for you. Okay, show me Aquarius. Just show me the general energy of Aquarius, please, Spirit. King of Cups, very emotional, but emotionally intelligent. Yeah, I feel like you're really just swimming in your emotions right now, trying very hard to understand them, which is beautiful. That's beautiful. This, to me, it looks like you sitting with your own heart, your own soul or higher self, trying to connect with the truth that lives underneath of these murky waters. I see there's a teardrop here. You may be crying a lot lately, or maybe needing to give yourself permission to cry. Clarify this, King of Cups, please, Spirit. I just have a sensation that you might have conflicting emotions about something. And so you're trying to create resolution between your conflicting emotions. Three of Swords. The card that haunts you. If you know, you know. We've talked about this before. This is that grief, right? This is the grief. They go hand in hand. One more. Give me one more card, please, Spirit. And she's crying too. There's a teardrop from her eye as well. Ace of Swords. Oh, good. Yep. Okay. So there's a deep emotional purging that needs to happen here. This is actually reminding me of the last collective reading that I did on the new moon. That might be helpful for you to watch if you feel called to it. But there's just an emotional purge or an emotional cleansing and release that needs to happen in order for you to experience this Ace of Swords, this epiphany, this aha moment, light bulb moment, clarity, spiritual download. I get it now. I get it. I see something I haven't seen before, right? This truth that you're seeking lives under the weight of these emotions. So this was actually coming through earlier. I almost forgot to say it until this very moment. One of the most supportive things that you can possibly do for yourself right now is a deep, thorough, energetic cleansing of your aura and your home. When I tune into whether or not you should clear your work spaces, I hear no, absolutely not. But your body, your aura, and your home, yes. So however you feel called to cleanse your spaces, however you normally do, is totally fine. Sacred smoke, crystals, sound bowls, your intention, however you do it, is great. But Spirit is saying, whatever you normally do for energetic maintenance, ramp it up, because there's residue. There's some kind of built up energetic, emotional residue that needs to be like scoured or scraped out of the nooks and crannies. So when you're cleansing yourself, make sure you're getting the back of your aura, not just the front and the sides. Make sure you're getting the bottoms of your feet. When you're cleansing your home, make sure you're getting into corners of rooms. I'm also hearing the back of furniture or behind certain pieces of furniture, the tops of doors and window sills, as well as both sides of every door. So just be very thorough and maybe use multiple forms of clearing or cleansing tools rather than just one, okay? But there's a deep release that needs to happen, and this is one of those very, very practical, easy things you can do to support that clearing. Okay, there's an Ace of Swords that lives underneath of these murky emotions. What's the Ace of Swords? I just want to know. Hang on. Spirit, clarify this Ace of Swords, please. I'm hearing you're sad that something didn't work out, but you're meant for something better. You're meant for something so much better. And better not in a judgmental way, just in an alignment way. Four of Wands. Yep. The epiphany you're ready to have is that you are your path. You are your path. You're already on it, technically. But the more that you allow yourself to just be who you are, the more you bloom where you're planted, the more you will awaken to the fact that you are your path. It's nothing you're powerless to. It's nothing that you seek outside of you. No one and nothing has power over you. Your higher self doesn't have power over you. Come home to yourself. That's what I'm hearing. So clarify the challenge, please. What is the primary challenge? Okay. 5 of Pentacles. Feeling maybe lonely or unsupported. It's this feeling of scarcity. Well, it's that weight pressing down on top of you, right? Clarify the 5 of Pentacles, please. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Page of Wands. Yeah, there's like, there is a spark or some kind of passion or curiosity that you have, but it's being weighed down by this perception of scarcity or lack of support. 10 of Swords. Ego death. Yep, big ego death. Needs to happen. Your identity is still wrapped up in the grief card, in the 3 of Swords, in whatever ended. It ended, but you didn't, so it's a little bit of like an identity crisis. Who am I? Who am I without this thing? Does that thing fit into my life at all in any way anymore? What if it doesn't? What if it doesn't? I don't know who I am. I don't know how to let this go. But you're feeling this kind of, that inner spark with the Page of Wands. So it's such a complex blend of energies and emotions that are moving through you right now. It's like inspiration and curiosity, the heaviness of an ego death, feeling connected to your emotions but also overwhelmed by them, wanting to explore something new but feeling like you don't have the support to do it. It's just, it's very dynamic. It's very dynamic. That's part of why maybe it feels so murky. So the challenge is allowing yourself to shed an identity. Shed the identity and let your passionate, burgeoning curiosity for something propel you through the weight you feel. Well, now I'm hearing let the passion burn away the sadness of the grief card. Let's get some advice here. Clarify the advice for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Let go of who you think you are to become who you are. Two of Wands. This is very clearly Spirit reiterating what I was saying before. You learn from the past, but you don't carry it with you. Spirit really wants you to focus on the future right now, not what was. Not what was. So what have you learned? What did that thing teach you? The thing that's over. How did it help you to connect more with the truth of who you are? And how did it ending help you to connect more with the truth of who you are? Look to the future. Look to the future. Knight of Swords. There you are, taking that Ace of Swords and running with it into the future. Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So beautiful. When you release yourself from the dead weight of this thing, the level of clarity you're going to have, the amount of energy and passion and sense of direction you're going to tap into, it's unparalleled. It's absolutely unparalleled. This is Spirit saying on the other side of clearing your energy is the reignition of life that you're seeking now. All right, let's get a journal prompt for you from my journal prompt deck. There's some kind of opportunity here. That opportunity that you're looking for is very, very real. But it requires looking to the future with clear, bright eyes, not looking to the past with yearning or longing. Ooh, number 43. Are you putting into your relationships what you want to get out of them? Are you putting into your relationships what you want to get out of them? Are you putting into your relationship to yourself what you want to get out of your relationship to yourself? Of course, you can answer this relative to somebody else if that resonates with you, but I'm going to keep it kind of centrally focused on you. What do you want to get out of your relationship to yourself? That's an interesting question. I don't think I've ever asked that question before. What do you want to get out of your relationship to yourself? What do you want your relationship to yourself to be like? How do you want to react when things are murky, unclear, and challenging? Who you choose to be when things are not clear determines how quickly they clear up. Okay, answer that question for yourself and see where it takes you. Let's get a closing message from a compendium of Witches Oracle. Closing message for Aquarius Spirit. I'm seeing a lion. The Seer, number 13. see what the guidebook says. But I know off the top of my head, this is about intuitive abilities, psychic abilities, being able to see through the veil, see what other people can't. Vision, second sight to other world and seeing the hidden. Maybe this is your higher self. An elusive shadow dances in the corner of her vision. Slowly, it starts showing itself more openly, like a wild animal coming out of hiding. The seer greets her visitor with gentle words, "Welcome, old friend." With the ability to see beyond the ordinary, the seer welcomes the bizarre, uncommon, and fantastic. The second sight was traditionally seen as a rare gift, which allowed the affected to see the invisible, to predict the future, and to communicate with beings that are not part of the material world. Well, I feel like this is Spirit's invitation for you to lean into your intuitive abilities and your connection to your higher self and spirit, right? Your connection to the unseen. There's so much unfolding that we can't see, that you can't see, right? Can you feel into that, right? Feel into the truth of what is unfolding. Ooh, the light just got really interesting there. On the deepest level, you can sense the truth of yourself and your situation. Spirit wants you to find comfort in that deeper knowing while you navigate these murky waters of your emotions. So I feel like the main takeaway here, Aquarius, is to bloom where you're planted. Recognize that you are your path. It's not something you can find outside of you or construct even outside of you. Your path emerges from you based on your state of being, right? You awaken to your path more than you create it. And the most powerful thing you can do right now is find a sense of resolve with the thing that has ended. Do not yearn for it to come back to life. Clear your energy. Release that energetic or emotional residue that you may be carrying and give yourself permission to have a fresh start and a clean slate. Embody the Fool. Embody the Fool. This is coming to me. This is the last thing I'll say. One of my favorite quotes or questions from Byron Katie is this: who would you be without your story? Who would you be without your story? What if you were just meeting yourself for the first time today? Play around with that. I think it'll help. All right, Aquarius. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope this was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, I'll be putting this journal prompt in the description box, along with several others. They'll help you to process everything and take your inner work a little bit deeper. I'll see you next time. Bye.